I am not a millionaire. Yet. But I have friends who are millionaires, and you would never know it just by looking at their houses and the cars they drive. But then again, that is how they became millionaires. That is also the point the book, The Millionaire Next Door, is trying to drive home. I've left a link below to the book, The Millionaire Next Door. Anywhere from 8 to 11% of American households have a net worth of over $1 million. So yes, many of you watching this video live next door to a millionaire, whether you know it or not. In The Millionaire Next Door, authors Thomas J. Stanley and William D. Danko counter the myths and sketch a surprising portrait of the average millionaire that could resemble someone living in your neighborhood. They assert that many more Americans could become millionaires by adopting habits and characteristics common among millionaires. I will share a key takeaway even before we start this video. Wealth is not the same as income. You can earn $500,000 per year and not be wealthy. But a person earning $50,000 per year could be considered wealthy. If you make a good income each year and spend it all, you are not getting wealthier. You are just living high. Wealth is what you accumulate, not what you spend. How you spend, or should I say, invest your money, is what will make you wealthy. Wealth is often the result of a lifestyle of hard work, perseverance, planning, and most of all, self-discipline. Most millionaires today did not inherit their fortunes. Instead, most are first-generation millionaires creating their own wealth. I am taking you all on my journey to becoming a millionaire, so I figured this would be a great book to review. So, strap in, buckle up, and let's get started. The book's authors discovered 7 characteristics of the wealthy. 1. They live well below their means. 2. They allocate their time, energy, and money efficiently in ways conducive to building wealth. 3. They believe that financial independence is more important than displaying high social status. 4. Their parents did not provide economic outpatient care. 5. Their adult children are economically self-sufficient. 6. They are proficient in targeting market opportunities. 7. They chose the right occupation. Chapter 1. Meet the Millionaire Next Door. Who is the Millionaire Next Door? Ask yourself this question. Do you have millionaire habits? Well, first, let's find out what are some of the millionaire habits. Many are self-employed, they live below their means, they are extremely frugal, and budget their expenses. On average, they invest 20% of their income. Did you know that about 2/3 of working millionaires are self-employed? Self-employed people make up less than 20% of the workers in America, but account for 2/3 of the millionaires. The average millionaire household's total annual taxable income is $131,000, while their average income is $247,000. The median household net worth for a millionaire is $1.6 million. 97% of millionaires are homeowners. Millionaires believe that education is extremely important for themselves, their children, and their grandchildren. Millionaires define wealth much differently than the average person. They get much more pleasure from owning substantial amounts of appreciable assets than living a high-consumption lifestyle. Since being a millionaire is considered having a net worth of $1 million or more, do you know your net worth? If not, calculate your net worth right after this video. Net worth is defined as the current value of one's assets less their liabilities. Chapter 2. Frugal, Frugal, Frugal. This is the longest chapter in the book, but probably the easiest to summarize. Most millionaires live well below their means. Waste not, want not. Being frugal is very different from being cheap. Being cheap will hurt you in the end, but being frugal will pay dividends, literally. Frugal defines behavior characterized by or reflecting economy in the use of resources. Being frugal is the cornerstone of wealth building. I get it. You turn on the TV, YouTube, or Instagram, and all you see are people living lavishly. Huge house, driving a Bentley or two, several Rolex watches, and so on. But guess what? This is not the millionaire next door. These are not the people we are talking about. Anyway, many of these people will probably end up filing for bankruptcy at some point in their life. Most people who build wealth in America are hardworking, thrifty, and not at all glamorous. Let's say you are living a comfortable lifestyle right now. You need for nothing. You have a little savings and investments. Now let's say you get a new job where you earn 50% more income per year. What do? Do you immediately upgrade your house and cars? Do you buy that brand new 65-inch TV? Or, hear me out, do you make a plan to make that money work for you? Do you invest it in appreciable assets so that you can retire early? If you do buy a new house, don't go overboard. Get something with enough space to grow into over the next 15 to 20 years. Rent out your old house and keep that as an appreciable asset. So, how frugal are you? Chapter 3. Time, Energy, and Money. Millionaires allocate their time, energy, and money efficiently in ways conducive to building wealth. Efficiency is one of the most important components of wealth accumulation. PAWs, or Prodigious accumulators of wealth, allocate nearly twice the number of hours per month to planning their financial investments as UAWs, or under-accumulators of wealth, do. PAWs typically have a minimum of 4 times the wealth accumulated than by UAWs. As a result, PAWs spend less time worrying about their economic well-being. This should come as no surprise, but the sooner you start investing, the sooner you will become wealthy. This book gives an example of how a doctor is a UAW and a non-college graduate business owner is a PAW, even though they both are earning about the same annual income. While the doctor was still in school, the business owner was focused on building his business and already got a 12-year head start on his investing journey. After surveying people, the authors developed a simple rule of thumb to determine if you're wealthy. Multiply your age times your realized pre-tax annual household income from all sources except inheritances. Divide by 10. This, less any inherited wealth, is what your net worth should be. Example: if you are 25 years old and you make $50,000 per year, you would multiply 25, your age, times 50,000 and get $1,250,000. Now divide that by 10 and your net worth should be $125,000. Leave a comment below and let me know if you were considered wealthy by this formula. Chapter 4. You aren't what you drive. Why millionaires drive used cars. Millionaires believe financial independence is more important than displaying social status. They don't drive high-status vehicles. They often buy quality vehicles that are several years old. Millionaires understand that new cars are overpriced. Buying a 2- or 3-year-old vehicle is a bargain because the original owner has paid for most of the depreciation. Many millionaires sell these vehicles in a few years and get nearly what they paid for them. Purchasing a car, millionaire style. 1. About 81% purchase rather than lease. 2. Only 23.5% of millionaires own new cars. Most have not purchased a car in the last 2 years. 3. 37% buy used vehicles. 4. Most millionaires purchase American-made vehicles. Yes, we are talking about vehicles here, but it was noted in the book that products change people. Therefore, if you acquire one status product, you will likely purchase others to fill in the puzzle. Before long, your entire lifestyle will have changed. Building wealth does not and should not change your lifestyle. Chapter 5. Economic Outpatient Care. Most self-made millionaires' parents did not provide economic outpatient care or adult child support. While most millionaires accumulated their wealth over a lifetime by working hard, being frugal, and investing, some aren't nearly as frugal when it comes to providing their adult children and grandchildren with acts of kindness. Doing this will, of course, decrease these millionaire parents' wealth over time. These millionaire parents do not always instill in their children the virtues that made them successful accumulators of wealth. If they instill in their children the same values they learned, then both they and their children could become and remain independently wealthy. In general, the more dollars adult children receive, the fewer they accumulate, while those who are given fewer dollars accumulate more. A lot of these acts of kindness come in the ways of annual cash gifts, the transfer of coin and stamp collections, providing medical and dental care, private school tuition, providing financial assistance to purchase a home in an upscale neighborhood. Per the survey conducted in this book, nearly half of the adult children of the affluent under the age of 35 receive annual cash gifts from their parents. In addition, about 1 in 5 adult children in their mid-40s to mid-50s receives these same gifts. Today, more and more of the wealthy are reaching the age of estate tax realization. This means that the government can take 55% or more of their estate via estate tax mandates. So, as these wealthy parents age, they increase the number and size of gifts to reduce the estate tax after they die. Each parent can legally give $15,000 per year per child, tax-free. Chapter 6. Affirmative Action, Family Style. Wealth distribution to heirs. You may think that wealthy people tend to leave their children with equal portions of their estate, but many times that is not the case. Wealthy parents of non-working or temporarily unemployed adult children tend to provide them with high amounts of economic outpatient care. These children are also likely to receive a disproportionately large portion of their parents' estate. Homemakers tend to receive more economic outpatient care and larger inheritances than all major occupational groups. The more economically successful children of the wealthy are likely to receive smaller amounts of economic outpatient care and inheritance. But remember, as we discussed earlier, this is probably why they are more successful. The more money adult children receive, the less they accumulate, while those who are given less money accumulate more. Chapter 7. Find your niche. Follow the money and get rich too. The wealthy are proficient in targeting market opportunities. One way to become wealthy yourself is to target wealthy people. Yes, the wealthy are frugal, but as we stated earlier, they are not as frugal when it comes to their children and grandchildren. They are also not as frugal regarding investment advice and services, accounting services, tax advice, legal services, medical and dental care, educational products, and homes. Since 2/3 of working millionaires are self-employed, they will also be purchasers of industrial products and services. In other words, if a business needs a product or service, the wealthy are buyers. There were over 2.2 million new millionaires added last year. This list of millionaires is only growing. It is better to find your niche and sell to the affluent rather than to somebody barely making ends meet. Chapter 8. Jobs. Self-employed millionaires. As previously noted, 2/3 of working millionaires are self-employed, compared to less than 20% of the workers in America. We, of course, are not saying that all business owners are wealthy, but self-employed people are 4 times more likely to be millionaires than those who work for others. You can't predict if someone is a millionaire by the type of business they are in. The character of the business owner is the most essential component in determining their wealth. Being in a profitable industry helps, but if the business owner is not frugal and does not invest 15 to 20% of their income, they will not become wealthy. Takeaways. Most millionaires have the 7 characteristics we discussed earlier. 1. They live well below their means. 2. They allocate their time, energy, and money efficiently in ways conducive to building wealth. 3. They believe that financial independence is more important than displaying high social status. 4. Their parents did not provide economic outpatient care. 5. Their adult children are economically self-sufficient. 6. They are proficient in targeting market opportunities. 7. They chose the right occupation. Remember these characteristics and live by them as best you can. It doesn't matter if you make $40,000 or $240,000 per year. You need to live below your means and invest. Find a niche where the money is. In other words, follow the money. Becoming wealthy will not happen overnight, so you better get started today. If you're still here, thanks for making it this far in the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out the links below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the notification bell, as it will help out this channel a lot. Check out one or both of the videos listed here on this page. And as always, learn more, hustle on, and power through. Thank you, and see you all in just a few minutes.